My boss and I manipulate bad customers. I work at a phone store, and my boss Darren taught me how on my second day. A guy screamed at me for 20 minutes about a phone he dropped himself. I came back from break dead-ass crying. Darren said the job gets easier when you stop letting them win. Darren is 41 and has worked retail since he was 19. He stays completely calm when customers yell, which makes them angrier. He does it on purpose. A woman named Phyllis came in returning a phone for the third time. Darren checked the records and saw she bought new phones every few weeks, then returned the old ones. She was rotating through free phones. Darren told her he would process the return, but company policy required a tech inspection taking 4 to 6 weeks. Phyllis turned red and said forget it. She never came back. A teenager named Kyle came in every Saturday to mess with display phones. He changed all the settings as a prank. I had to reset everything weekly. Darren told me to announce loudly that we were updating display software at 2 on Saturday and phones would be locked for 3 hours. Kyle's friends laughed at him for wasting his Saturday. Bro stopped coming. A guy named Howard screamed at our coworker Bri until she cried because his online order was delayed by a hurricane. Darren told Howard his order arrived that morning. Howard got excited. Then Darren said Howard was banned for making Bri cry and had to pick up his order at our location 40 miles away. Howard said you cannot do that. Darren said watch me. Howard left. 3 weeks ago, an old woman named Marion came in asking about phones for her grandson. She asked what colors it came in. I told her. 2 minutes later, she asked again. I answered. Then she asked a third time. I looked at Darren expecting him to handle it. His face went pale. He walked over gently and asked if she was alone. She said her grandson was picking her up, but she could not remember when. Darren took her phone and called recent numbers. Her daughter answered sounding exhausted. She said Marion does this now and would be there in 20 minutes. Darren stayed with Marion showing her phones even though she kept forgetting. When her daughter arrived looking stressed, Darren said Marion was wonderful and there was nothing to apologize for. The daughter looked shocked like she expected us to be annoyed. After they left, Darren told me his mom had Alzheimer's and died 4 years ago. The last 2 years of her life, people treated her like garbage in stores. He came back to work after she died and people were still screaming at him over phone cases. Something broke. The manipulations were survival. Right then, Phyllis walked back in with a man in a suit, our district manager. She complained to corporate about the fake policy. She looked smug. The manager said he needed to speak with Darren privately. They went to the back office. Through the window, I saw Phyllis smiling at her phone. Bree whispered asking if Darren would get fired. I said I did not know. My hands were shaking. 5 minutes later, they walked out. The district manager went straight to Phyllis. He said he reviewed her account and found 17 returns in 4 months totaling $6,000. That was fraud. Her account was flagged and all current devices locked until she returned them. If she did not comply in 72 hours, he would call the police. Phyllis's face went white. She screamed this was discrimination. The manager said no, this is theft prevention. Phyllis ran out so fast she left her purse. The manager told Darren his documentation was perfect evidence. He had been trying to catch Phyllis for months. Then he left. Bree started laughing. I asked Darren if he knew that would happen. He said no, but people who take advantage always push too far eventually. Darren picked up Phyllis's purse. Inside was her wallet and keys and a photo of a little kid. He stared at it. Then he handed me the purse and said mail it to her today. I asked why after everything she did. He said because his mom taught him to be kind. She also taught him not to be a doormat. There is a difference between someone who needs help and someone taking advantage. Marion needed help. Phyllis was a scammer. The next week, Marion came back with her daughter and grandson. The daughter said Marion kept talking about the nice man at the phone store. They bought the phone. Marion asked Darren his name 3 times while they were there. Each time he answered like it was the first time she asked. After they left, Darren went to the break room. I found him there staring at nothing. He said helping Marion felt like getting to help his mom one more time. Then he wiped his eyes and went back to work.